Live.
Yes, that's fantastic.
Yes. And well, I wanted to ask you to introduce yourself and say a couple of words for our listeners.
Yeah, sure. I'm Jens Monses. I'm digital transformation at the core. Worked long time at Google, 2 times at BMW as chief digital officer. I was running as CEO the A6 listed company WPPAUNZ, and now I'm looking for my next gig, which is the CEO of Infomedia here in Australia.
Oh, that's lovely. So, what are you standing for in the digital world?
Well, I think it's a transformation from the traditional world to the digital world. We have to reinvent and redesign the current business models in traditional brands, traditional businesses, and I think the future is more and more digital and more. It's an omni-channel journey between physical and digital touchpoints, and that is where I have my core.
Yeah, well, it became more and more difficult to to reach people and to find I mean real people. All of us are real. Okay, we are all real, but I mean, how do you manage to count those point touches?
Well, media planning today is obviously much more complex than it was in the old days where you just had to print, radio, and TV.
Yeah.
I think now the digital part is in Australia more than 55%, Google and Facebook alone. So we obviously have to understand how we attract and build relations to the users, customers, shoppers. And my view is always one thing is relevance. So you need to be relevant to talk about the topic. The second part is that you obviously have to leverage the data that you have first data within the company, but then also second and third party data that you get from the digital platforms. And lastly, I still think that content plays a tremendous role. So, what you actually have to say as a brand or as a service, and that is something where we sometimes underestimate
The power of
the
content.
power of content. Yes.
That's really true. And what about the synergy and the integration between the below the line activities and
Yeah, I don't like the
data?
word below the line because
Well,
it's a standard
it's a
phrase, I
standard
know.
phrase, and it's true. It became completely irrelevant in the last years, especially in the last 2 years.
Yeah, I think everything is customer experience, and wherever the brand is interacting with customers, there is the actually relevance for customers. So you have to understand what time, what channel, what place, what what topic. And bring it all together. And obviously, this is automation.
There's a
And
lot of data,
yeah, there's a lot of data,
and
but we are with new technologies, we are able to manage that.
what about the GDPR?
The GDPR is very important for users and for shoppers. On the other side, I think we as marketeers we have to respect and understand it. But there are so many data that every user is radiating all the time. So you also find with GDPR a way to actually address the user at the right point.
Oh, that's wonderful answer. Thank you
Very
so
easy,
much.
I think.
Yeah, true. Thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Yeah, it
And
was fun.
I hope I will see you soon again.
Thank you. And yeah, it's an exciting conference. So I hope that there are many people not only in the room but also at the screens because I like the hybrid model as well that you're
Yes,
running
and I
now.
think we are going to have the replays soon as well.
Very good.
I'm
Very
gonna
good.
see your presentation again.
Yeah. Thanks a
Thank you
lot.
so much,
Yep.
and
Thank
see you
you.
soon.
Yeah. See
Yep.
you. Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.